Welcome to South Florida saltwater fishing. I'm Heath, this is the Fish Slayer, and it's time to get into the bite. Wahoo in the boat, baby! That's a solid kingfish right there. Yeah, nice dolphin. There we go. That's dolphin trolling for you.
Let's do this.
Double header!
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's
do this. Let's do this.
All right, folks, here we are. Some more adventures in the Florida Keys. On the boat with me today, I got my oldest of 4 children, the Fish Slayer, Avi. So what we got going on today is a fairly strong wind from the northeast. So we're gonna be staying inshore, doing some exploring, trying to find some new skinny water places to get into the bite with. Before we get into this though, if you want to learn more about fishing, grow as an angler, or just see some great and exciting offshore fishing adventures, you can start by hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss a thing. Wind's ripping already across the bay. When you got winds like that inside a protected area, it's gonna be gnarly outside. All right, folks, so like I said, we're keeping it skinny today. We're gonna see if we can get into the bite and who knows, hopefully bring home some food to the family. You know what that means. We'll see you out on the water. All right, folks, here we are out on the beautiful patch reefs of the Florida Keys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do some trolling around with some light tackle. So to go over really quickly the gear, you've got a Penn Battle 5000 spooled with 12-pound braid, and it's got a 75-foot shot cord of 20-pound Seaguar red Label Fluorocarbon on it. The lure, like I said, is gonna be a 3/4 ounce white bucktail jig. The rod is a 7-foot Penn Battalion rod, rated for the 12 to 20-pound class. Great shock absorbency for when that fish hits and retracts so that it can yank the hook back into his mouth. And our second rig is gonna be this. Another, snapper spinner. Penn Spinfisher 5500, same rod, Penn Battalion, made out of fibercarbon outer layer. Great shock absorbency. This reel is spooled with 12-pound monofilament from Momoi, smoke blue. And we've got about a 10-foot leader of that same Seaguar red Label 20-pound class fluorocarbon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna troll around the patch reefs in between, 5 and 20 feet, where you got these nice structures that come up meeting from the sand, and then they dip back down into sand and coral. Hopefully we'll get into the bite with some nice snappers, maybe a mackerel, maybe a barracuda, who knows. And if we're even really lucky, we'll be able to troll up a nice keeper mutton snapper. You never know. It happens over here in the magical areas known as the patch reefs of the Florida Keys. And we're also going to give you a little bit of tips, about doing it, the speed. And we're going to show you what you need to be looking for on your GPS and your fish finder as you're doing it. Okay, so we're not going to waste much more time. We're going to get right into this. Yeah, trolling is trolling. You're going to want to have a long line and a short line. So we're going to set out our braided line, which will be a long line. Not going to go out very far, maybe about 75 feet with this one. Don't want to go out far. I got lots of little scattered weed patches going on. Lock it up. Good to go. We're going to turn into it. Again, we're in quite unfavorable conditions at this moment, but we're working with it. Get you out the second line. Put this one out about 50 feet or so. Not very far. Good to go. We are up and trolling, ready to go. Let's see if we can get into the bite. We're tight, we're tight. Here we go. Get him up. First hit up. Oh, you got him? All right. Good job, big guy. We're clearing the second line. Go on ahead, reel him on it. Nice and slow. Pull back, reel on the way down. Cover. Yep, take your time. Do it right. All right, we got the big guy on the first fish of the patch reefs. Took a nice little run. We're out there somewhere. Good job, man. Nice spot. That's what we talk about, doing a little bit of exploration. You still got him, big guy? Pull back. Pull back. Make sure you still got him. Man, nothing better than coming out, doing a little reefs. Patch reef trolling with that white bucktail jig. All right, Abby's getting closer. Once he gets up to the boat, here he comes. All right, we're gonna see what we got. See, nice little fish. All right, big guy, I'm gonna need you to walk backwards a little bit. Walk backwards, keep it right over here. Here we go. Reel him up, big guy. Reel him up. Looks like we got a nice little mutton snapper going on. Oh, look at that. Look at the mutton snapper. Oh, yeah. Mutton snapper on the troll over the patch reef. Take that, baby. Abby, come here. Give me a high five. Woo! All right, we're gonna measure this guy out. Mutton snapper got to be 18 inches. Keep and see if we got a keeper here. That is an awesome catch. Trolling the patch reefs of the Florida Keys. All right, so what we got here is a keeper mutton snapper. Check this out. You lay your snapper on your table, you get your measuring stick. You put it on his lip up here, you pinch his tail back, and look at that. That is just barely over 18 inches, which is what we need. He's going home. We got dinner in the bucket. There we go. Awesome first catch for Abby, the fish slayer. Patch reef trolling, white bucktail jig. Nice mutton snapper. We're gonna get right back to it right now. So this is what I mean right here. You got the bright green and the dark blue. We're gonna troll our lines right in between this stuff. This is where the fish are gonna hide. Right over here from the sand to the coral. So this is patch reef trolling. Skinny, shallow water trolling. In between, you know, 5 and 15 to 20 feet of water. Yes, you can troll this water and it is super effective and you will get into the bite. Gonna take a little bit of practice, a little bit of getting to know the area, but there are always fish around. Remember, fish hit trolling baits. You're tracking down fish that are hunting. Don't ever forget that about trolling, the pursuit of hunting fish. So this is what I'm talking about. Going over the sand, leading into the rocks. Right here, we're over sand. About 20 yards away is the rocks. That's where these fish are gonna hide. That's a good fish right there, boy. All right, big guy. Drill it. Clear his line. Hold on, let him mark you up. All right, we got Abby on a fish. See what happens here. Getting up closer. I'm gonna turn it. Hold on. Oh, it's gonna be real big guy, real. Oh man. Oh no, it's gonna be a giant mutton snapper, Abby. Yeah. Wait, don't reel. Here's what I need you to do. Oh man. Whoa. That's a good thing. Look. Oh my lord. That's what you call trolling the patch reefs. Look at that mutton snapper. That's mutton snapper in a boat, baby. Yeah! Look at that. That is a monster 24-inch mutton snapper over the patch reefs. Caught by the fish slayer. I mean, man. It don't get no better than that. We literally thought we hooked a lobster trap. He was so big and wasn't giving in on it. Remarkable day patch reef trolling so far. It doesn't get any better than this. This just shows you the prowess of trolling a white bucktail jig over the patch reefs in 6 to 7 feet of water in the Florida Keys. And it shows you why this is one of the fishing capitals of the world. That is what you call giant mutton snapper. I've said this my whole life. This is not called one of the great fishing capitals of the world just for any reason. You get fish like that in, 6 or 7 feet of water. And we did it trolling the white bucktail jigs like we always do. We're gonna get right back up to it. Trolling here, right around 9 feet of water. We're gonna curve back out a little bit to the east. Go over patch reefs a little bit more. Get ready to call it a day. We got 2 solid mutton snappers in the bucket right now. We came out, conditions unfavorable, but we persevered, we're making it happen. Nothing like bringing the fish slayer out on the boat with me. I've always said he's a good luck charm, and he has proven it today. Man, so you see, when you're trolling these patch reefs, you don't have to let out, you know, several hundred feet of line. Let out about 75 feet of line, you're good to go. Get it up and trolling. Do about 4 to 5 knots over these reef sledges. So we got our long line out. Now we're gonna let out our short line. All I can say is there ain't nothing like a great mutton snapper bite on the troll over the Florida Keys patch reefs. Abby, on the best day, I'm gonna clear the second line, that way we don't get snagged on the reef. There we go, look at this. Big guy on his third fish of the day. So we are putting on a clinic of patch reef trolling the Florida Keys. Man, it doesn't get any better than this. We came out, we said, it's bumpy, the wind's blowing. Let's go do some skinny water trolling and have a little bit of fun, see what's happening. We couldn't ask for a better day so far. 2 mutton snappers, one of them a mammoth. We're on our third fish right now. All right, here we go, big guy. You got him coming up? Feel him? All right, let's see what we got. Bring him up. Pull back. Yep, he's down there. It's another mutton snapper, big guy. Reel him up. Oh, another keeper mutton. Throw it up the day for Abby. Whoa! Look at that. Third mutton snapper up today for the fish slayer. Yes. All right, folks, so that was some good old-fashioned fishing fun. Let me explain exactly what happened. So as you can see, I'm back here in the South Florida saltwater fishing studio. So as you can see all day, we were in a gnarly crosswind that was coming at us at a solid 15 knots from the northeast. So as we were heading in, every little bump or wave that we hit in the water was coming up over the boat. We were getting sprayed, we were getting soaked, camera gear got soaked, and it got a little glitchy on me. And I lost a few little glimpses of the final footage and the outro. So here we are, I'm gonna do it right now. What can I say but wow, that was an epic day fishing the Florida Keys patch reefs off Key Largo. The great thing about the patch reefs is that you can troll them. It's not just a bottom fishing site. Whenever I go to the patch reefs, the first thing I think of is, man, I want to troll. I don't want to sit here and be stagnant and fish for what comes around. I want to hunt and search and find the fish. And it's one of the few places where you can actually troll up snapper. Like you saw, we trolled up some nice sized snappers. That was actually all we caught that day was snapper, trolling, mutton snapper. And we got that one massive trophy sized mutton snapper. All right, folks, that about does it for this episode. Hope you had fun, hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned a little bit about trolling the patch reefs and seeing how much fun it can be getting into the bite with giant mutton snapper. Till next time, South Florida saltwater fishing, going wherever the cool wind takes us.